Alright guys, welcome to another 3D motor print video here at Western Sharpies RC. If you recall from a couple videos ago, I printed the V6 engine block, so this time around I thought I'd have a crack at the 5.9 Cummins. And I printed it in the same scale as the engine block, which is about 1/14, but you can kind of see the difference. This one's got a lot of detail, whereas the engine block, it printed quite nice. It didn't have quite the detail as this Cummins. You can see all the little pipes and the tubes and all that stuff and the belts. So I thought I'd show you guys the footage of how it turned out. And I cleaned up all the supports, gave it a little bit of an acrylic wash, and I stuck it on an old junk pallet. But yeah, this is the first of 3 prints of this thing. I wasn't happy with this first print. You can kind of see the under extruded bits there. Belt looks a little wonky, as do some of the intricate little details, right? The pipes and the tubes and all that. So still pretty cool, not too bad. Took me about 12 hours to print it. I ended up giving it to a buddy of mine, and I thought I'd have another crack at it and print it in a larger scale. So this time around I printed it in a 1/8 scale. So unlike the first one, which was 12 hours, this one here was 1 day and 9 hours. But you can kind of see a lot of the little details are turning out a lot nicer. So okay, here it is all finished up. As you can see, much nicer than that 14 scale version. All those details printed a lot nicer. So I'll go ahead and clean these supports up and get the files and the sandpaper out and clean it up as best I can. I'll hit it with some primer, and then we'll have another look at it. Alright guys, check it out. All finished up with the 5.9 Cummins motor. Printed quite well, I'd say, in this larger scale compared to that earlier version there, which was in about a 1/14 scale. So you can kind of see all those little intricate details. Turned out much nicer. The printer had an easier time printing them, so something to consider if you guys got a printer and you're thinking of having a crack at printing one of these. So I've given it about 4 coats of paint. I try to match it to the Cummins, some of the Google images here of what the Cummins red would be like. So that's kind of what I came up with. I'm probably going to leave it like this. I mean, I could probably go around and give it a little more detail and paint up some of the accessories, right? Like the filter and the oil pan, and maybe the belts here. But I kind of like it like that. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'll probably stick it on top of some dunnage and then turn it into like a crate motor, like I've done with some of those electric motors back there. And then I'll stick it on the back of a flatbed and haul it around like it's some kind of big marine motor or something. So anyway, just wanted to share with you guys the video. Turned out pretty good. My final thoughts, I mean, it's no die cast quality or even resin quality print, but I mean, still pretty good all in all. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and like always, we'll see you in the next video.